91.3 RSU Radio. What's going on? I'm Karen Killowatt.
And I am Turbo.
And you are listening to Culture Shock. I just cut you off.
You sure did. Actually, you know what? I wasn't sure if you were going to say it or not, so I was kind of...
I got this, man.
I was just waiting. If there was a pause, I was going to fill in. But yeah, you just heard from Wolf Mother with Woman. Yeah. I tell you, Woman.
Whoa, that needs to stop.
Yeah, that does. Before that, we had Tiger Army with Afterworld, and we also did some Dropkick Murphys with Wicked Sensitive Crew.
You know that song, like, the lyrics really crack me up.
Yeah, a lot of people don't pay attention to what the lyrics are actually talking about.
I gotta find me some wicked sensitive dudes. That just makes me cringe every time I hear it.
Yeah, it's like definitely a Boston
no.
thing. It's wicked awesome. All right, so now it's about that time for Turbo Tidbits. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right.
And now for Turbo Tidbits.
That's right. It's tidbits of information that you did want to know that you don't want to know. Tidbits that are pointless or have a point. Maybe you knew them, maybe you didn't. Worst case scenario, you'll have something to talk about during an awkward moment of silence or to use as an icebreaker to start conversation. All right, so this week in Turbo's Tidbits, obviously we're talking about aliens.
Ooh.
So why not do a Turbo's Tidbits about aliens?
Let's do it.
All right, well, here's one thing I wanted to make sure we covered. This is a very basic thing about aliens, but there's different types of encounters.
Okay.
Then they cover 5, I think 3 of which are actually like official, and the last 2 are not necessarily. But just so that everybody out there listening knows, these are the 5 different kinds of encounters that you can experience when it comes to UFOs or aliens. The first kind, UFO is sighted.
Okay.
So the first kind, yeah, that's a close encounter of the first kind, is just if you sight a UFO. The second kind is that evidence is collected, whether it be like a crop circle or radiation burns in the grass or like anything of that nature, something that, kind of like shows that something was there that is unexplainable. The third kind is contact is made with the extraterrestrials. Right. And then the fourth kind is the abduction. So
that's a scary one.
Yes.
I don't like that one.
Undoubtedly. And the fifth kind, finally, is communication between human and alien. So I guess you could almost wrap fourth and fifth in there in some way,
Well, wouldn't that last one be like, what was the third one? Contact?
Contact is made with the extraterrestrials.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I guess maybe, sort of.
I
maybe
don't know.
Communication, and again, we don't know that this is actually happening right now, because our government's a bit secretive about it.
Yeah, they are.
But, we could actually be communicating with aliens, per se, in some sort of language. Or, the universal language is math. So they're thinking a lot of times that if we are communicating with any sort of distant civilization, it's going to be through math and,
I should have sent them my accounting homework last semester.
Yeah,
that would have helped.
I still got to pass algebra, so. Ugh. All right, another Turbo tidbit for you. Did you know that in Title 14, Section 1211 of the Code of Federal Regulations, and I did look this up, implemented back in July 16th, 1969, makes it illegal for U.S. citizens to have any contact with extraterrestrials or their vehicles.
So what are they going to do? Like,
I'm
come
not
to
sure.
your house, and knock on your door?
I don't
Excuse me,
know.
sir. I know what you're doing in there. You
Exactly.
cannot have contact
But
with
why
them.
have a code of federal regulations for something that the government, first of all, claims doesn't, exist or happen?
Yeah, well, at first, with that Roswell thing, they're like, oh, we have a flying disc. And they were like, oh, just kidding, it's a weather balloon.
Right,
just kidding.
A weather balloon.
So, I guess that's the point of time where they're trying
to,
to, renege all of that.
Maybe.
So
I don't know.
they were like, all right, nope, can't do it.
Another quick tidbit for you. Did you know that a UFO sighting occurs somewhere on the planet every 3 minutes?
Every 3 minutes?
Every
That's
3
a
minutes.
lot.
Yeah. According to a Roper poll in 91, 4 million Americans believe that they have been abducted. 4 million.
4 million Americans.
It's scary to think that there's 4 million people that think they were abducted and that all of them were just having some sort of a psychotic break. You know what I mean? There's got to be somebody out of that 4 million people that's legitimate, you would think, anyway.
At least one.
Yeah.
At least.
Also, a Gallup poll that was performed in 96 said that 71% of Americans believe the government knows more than it is telling us about UFOs.
Dude, the government probably knows a lot more than they're telling us about everything.
We're going to have federal agents knocking on our doors.
Well, no, I mean, they can't tell us everything and fear, like, people freaking out and having, like, mass chaos and panic.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's just no way.
The first documented UFO sighting, you ready for this, is in the Bible, apparently. And the prophet Ezekiel described a great cloud with fire enfolding itself, a wheel in the middle of a wheel that descended and fired lightning bolts into the earth.
Horrifying.
Yes. The first photograph, I was mentioning this earlier, actually, and I have some info on it. The first photograph of a UFO ever taken was in 1883 by astronomer Jose Bonilla.
Right on.
in Zacatecas, Mexico, I should say.
Yeah, that's right.
And let's see, finally, the last one here. Winston Churchill. Everybody knows who that guy is. Yeah, he was. He reported a strange airship in Kent, England, on October 14th, 1912, and this is the very first case of a UFO being officially reported.
Wow, probably just because who he was. They were like, oh, he's
Maybe.
obviously not crazy. It's
Right,
Winston Churchill.
right. So there you go. Turbo tidbits
Right on.
for this Thursday,
Very nice.
6/24, 2010.
Applause.
We need an applause.
Yeah, we do.
Do we need an applause?
You need to get
I
on
think we
those
need an
hotkeys.
applause. Yes. Thank you. And just to round it off, how about a Dean scream?
Oh, so funny.
I
I
absolutely
watched
love
that
that
Chappelle show the
Oh,
other
did you?
night with Brandon, and we just laughed so hard.
All right, anyway.
So funny.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get back into a little bit of music before we come back and do Karen's strange, stupid, silly news stories, which, of course, are going to, I think, revolve around aliens.
They are, actually. It's pretty
All right.
sweet. And
They
outer
should.
space.
Yes, and outer space. So, yeah, we still got many cool things coming your way. Did want to say a quick congratulations to our caller that won our prize
Yeah.
pack. Yes, Amanda from Claremore, a homegrown. She won the prize pack. She was caller number 6 when we told her to call 343-7913. So, congratulations to
Yes,
you.
congratulations, Amanda.
Thanks for listening. And don't forget, you can contact us on Twitter, twitter.com/cultureshock913. We've actually acquired 3 new followers today.
Woohoo.
Super stoked. And, you know, we were talking earlier about a future guest that we're going to have on the show. We're working currently on maybe having a tattoo/piercer come on.
That would be awesome.
That would be super awesome.
and
because,
she's like a national award winner, is what
right.
she sent her email.
Yeah,
so.
she's got some cred.
Yeah,
you know?
she's
and
good.
well, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to get inked up by her. And
I would love that,
You know what'd be
actually.
cool is if we and I
Like,
know this will
on
never.
air?
Yeah,
Oh.
an on-air tattoo. I know it'll never happen, but it would be cool though.
It would be cool.
Maybe I need to get an alien tattoo.
Maybe.
Yeah, I gotta get an alien on me somewhere. All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna get back into the music. How about some Clutch?
Electric Worry.
Yes, off of their album From Beale Street to Oblivion. Keep it right here. This is 91.3.
Real College Radio. 91.3 RSU Radio. This is Culture Shock. What's up? I'm Karen Killowatt.
And I am Turbo. Just heard from Clutch with Electric Worry, again off of their album From Beale Street to Oblivion. I love some Clutch.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
I want to shout out Kathy Clutch right now real quick. She's a big fan of the show and a big fan of Clutch. And she just so happens to be the general manager here.
That's right.
Yes. So we look forward to having you back, Kathy. Yeah,
That's right.
she's out doing
It's been a while.
Yeah, she's doing this really cool internship or whatever, where they take her and go have her work for some of the commercial stations out there, and teach her all the cool things that she can bring back here to college radio.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, a lot of the things that we're looking forward to here for RSU Radio, really growing. So and speaking of growing, we want to grow RSU Radio's fan base on Facebook.
That's right.
Facebook.com/RSU Radio. Get on there and fan up with us. Keep current with all things RSU Radio, not just Culture Shock.
That's right.
And then also, we would love if you followed us on Twitter, twitter.com
Wow.
/ wow, I just had a total brain fart
Yeah,
there.
I saw it.
Twitter. If you could really see brain farts, I wonder what they
Oh,
would
no,
actually
like I
look
saw
like.
it in your eyes. Your eyes did
okay.
this like crazy circular motion.
Right.
It was scary.
Twitter.com/cultureshock913. So now we have
Exorcist
another
style.
famous segment here on the Culture Shock Show.
Yes, we
Something
do.
that's gained a lot of popularity. Strange and
right on.
stupid and silly news stories.
Coming up next, we got some strange and stupid news stories.
Awesome.
Digger.
All right, so you will never believe this.
I bet I will.
Okay, maybe.
Okay,
A
maybe.
European Union official is on a crusade to get all UFO information released, and that will possibly lift the veil surrounding the truth about possible alien visits to Earth.
Ah.
Mario Borghezio, leader of the Italian Northern League Party, has submitted an official request urging all 27 EU member governments to disclose their UFO files.
I think that the American government should definitely release all their UFO stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they ever will though. And we're not
Probably not.
Yeah, we're not part of this union, but who knows? We might get there one day. So far, according to the European Parliament website, the declaration has received 17 signatures. So they're just 10 away from everybody over there. And Borghezio hopes that this will help create a European UFO commission.
You know what? I mean, I think he brings up something that's relevant anyway. You know what I mean? Even in reference to American government letting us know something about, because like, what if something does happen?
Yeah,
what
no,
if we
it's
are
gonna be like,
contacted?
really? You didn't tell anybody about this?
Right, and you don't want just some like Yahoo in his backyard that happens to see a UFO start firing a shotgun at it, and then he gets zapped, and then like that's the first person they run into in the human race, and
Yeah.
we're already trying to kill him and shoot him or
And
whatever.
they're mad.
I don't know. We need to have some sort of plan of action, because I don't know. I can't fathom the fact that they don't exist and that we won't one day be contacted by them. So
Yeah, exactly.
And again, I don't understand why the government is being so secretive if there's nothing to be secretive about.
Yeah, it's pretty sketch.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
So his proposal to the EU says it's essential to set up a scientific center for the analysis and dissemination of the scientific data gathered to date by various European bodies and governments.
I agree, 100%.
So, which, yeah, it is. And he also calls for public archives of UFOs to be opened up and for records to be declassified by the member states, thus providing the public and the mass media with access to a full range of documentation on the subject. Which means we're going to have a whole bunch of awesome alien movies coming out when this happens.
Right.
You know that we're going to have tons of awesome and scary alien movies.
Here's a little on topic, but off what you're talking about specifically. Favorite alien movie? Do you have one?
What was the one that came out like a little while ago? It was
the fourth
set in
kind?
South Africa or something, or somewhere in
Oh,
Africa.
you know what I'm
talking about? It
Section 9. What is it
yeah,
called?
that was pretty good.
That movie. Yeah, everybody out there probably knows. District 9.
District 9, that's right.
I'm pretty sure
that
that's
was
what it's
pretty
called.
cool.
That one was all right. Mine was it was a Light in the Sky. I don't know. It came back out in the 80s, and it was about this guy that got abducted from up north or whatever, and he had one of those really scary, alien abduction
yeah.
things. I can't remember the name of it. I guess I should have known what the name of it was before
That's
I
right,
asked the
before you asked
question.
me that question.
All
What?
right, default Aliens. My favorite. No.
Nice, nice. What was the one you were telling me about this morning?
Oh, The Fourth Kind.
The Fourth Kind. I need to see that.
I actually just watched that last night, and it's about some stuff that went down in Nome, Alaska. And there's all these missing people reports that have been filed, and people that have been, apparently abducted. And there's this lady that was doing a study and putting people under hypnosis, and they were remembering what actually happened to them. When they kept waking up or losing sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty
Horrifying.
trippy. If you're an alien enthusiast of any sort, then I encourage you to check it out. It's called The Fourth Kind, and it's starring Mila Jovovich, and she's always fun to look at. So,
Nice.
all right. So,
All right, so story number 2.
Yes.
Scientists, which get your finger on that little button there.
All right.
We've got audio.
Yes.
Scientists at Sheffield University in the northern part of England have released recordings of the sounds that you might hear if you were hanging around the solar corona, which is the outermost and least understood layer of the sun, and could withstand the temperatures, which are around 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
So almost as hot as Oklahoma was in the last several days.
Yeah, pretty much. Just, slightly warmer so we could tough it out.
Right.
And surprisingly, there's a lot more to be heard than just a simple roar of a colossal furnace. Like, it's really cool. The research team has detected a begilding harmonies, and, they're really neat. They sound like the music we play on Spectral Voyages.
So it could be like technically maybe a form of communication that is being used.
What they did is they put it through this algorithm that decoded it and pushed it. Because it took a long time to record. They took all this info, all this time, and smashed it down and condensed it, and it made an awesome noise.
All right, and I guess we're going to let them hear that right now. All right, check it out. Listen up.
That's the sun. Isn't that cool?
That's the sun
so
that's
cool to
making
me.
that
They have an
noise.
entire album that they made. I want it so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could find it online. Let's
I
do
bet
it
you
for
can.
free. Yeah. Huh. Very cool.
So,
All right. So that's what you
that'll
got in
about do it.
Stupid, Strange, Silly News Stories. Some guy was telling me about something earlier, and I can't remember what it is now. So I guess we won't even bother talking about it then. Yeah.
Okay.
What just happened?
I'm so confused.
Turbo on the loose again. All right, well, we have a short break to roll through.
Okay.
We're going to get through that, get you your concert calendar information, of course, courtesy of Karen Killowatt.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we'll talk to you one more time.
That's right. Call us and tell us if you believe in aliens or not.
Yes,
because
we're
on
almost
our
done.
poll, we are 7-2. But if you count us,
9
it's
to
9-2.
Yeah, but we want to know,
call.
what do you think? Do aliens exist? Do 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 do. 91.3.
Real College Radio.